Hello, this is VillaBraves and welcome back to my Crystal Palace Custom Team Tactics career mode here on FIFA 17. So we've reached halfway in the season, it's January, and before we go into the month of January and the transfer window obviously, it's a good opportunity to take a quick brief look at how we're doing as far as objectives go, a quick sort of squad report looking at the main players, and also a look towards any transfer plans and possible movements before we get into the second half of the season. So the objectives then to start with, an overview. So youth development, I've already completed that one, which is just sign one player assigned to the midfield position, so that was pretty easy. Brand exposure, low priority, but it's sell out at least 50% of league home games this season. Well, I've done 9 out of 9 so far, so that should be pretty easily achieved. Continental success, there's no objectives, obviously, because we're not in Europe. Domestic success is medium, but this is quite high actually. I mean, finishing a finishing a Euro League spot. Well, we're currently in 5th, so we're on course to do that. Whether we can maintain this form, who knows. And the FA Cup is also to reach the quarter-final, so that's another tall order. But I think we've got Scunthorpe in the 3rd round. I can't remember whether it's home or away, but hopefully we can negotiate that. Financial, medium, and that's keep player salary growth under 10%, and currently we're at 4%, so we're on course, but obviously any transfer dealings will obviously affect that as well. So moving on to the squad. I'm not going to go through every single player, just the main players. So the Mandanda goalkeeper, he's been good, I mean, without doubt. I mean, his average is only 6.8, I know, but he's been playing really well. Not much action for the other two. Fullbacks, Joel Ward, he's improved 1, he's good, his form is good, he's very happy. Kelly, he's made 11, 11, he's gone up 1 as well. So Matthias Ginter is the one player I did bring in the first transfer window. He's improved by 1. He's happy, and he's performing just as I wanted him to. Scott Dan, no movement on him. Sacco, he's improved 1, but he's on loan, so I'm going to look to replace him. Obviously in this transfer window, maybe not with somebody instantly, but maybe with a pre-contract agreement for next season. James Tompkins, he's made 6 appearances. I might keep him, I might look at moving him on. Same with Delaney, he's 35. I'm going to look to move him on. Pape Suare, I can never say his name, Suare. He's our regular left back at the moment, pretty steady. Van Aanholt, again, he's improved, but he's not outstanding. Johan Kabay, 30 years old, no improvement on his overall, but very, very consistent, on a nice player to have. Milivojevic, probably butchered that again, but he's improved as well. He's a good player to have in the side. Flamini, 32 years old, not making mainly substitute appearances and cup games. Not a regular starter. James MacArthur, he's been out injured, but he's a nice player to have as well, so quite happy with him. Andros Townsend, slight improvement. Good pace, but again, I mean, he's scored 4 goals in 19 games, which I suppose is not bad for a right-hand side midfield player, but I always feel he could do a bit better. Zaha has only scored 2 goals in 19 league games. Now Zaha is improved. He's up to 81. He's young. He's got a lot of talent, but you know, I don't know if you ever have players when you're playing, you seem to have more difficulty trying to use them and get the best out of them when the way you want to play the game. And I have that problem with Zaha, but I'm not going to get rid of him. But I'm going to persevere and see if I can improve how I play with him. But he's a bit of an enigma for me at the moment. Joe Ledley, again, mainly substitute appearances and cup games, so I'll probably look to strengthen the midfield, and he'll be one of the players leaving. And just moving down, Jason Puncheon, he's actually gone down. He's 30 years old, so again, you know, he's a nice player to have. He plays very well, but obviously I'm going to look to strengthen this area again. And Lee Chung Young, I mean, he scored a couple of cracking goals actually. He's done well when he's come in, but again, you know, the cam position needs to be strengthened. Christian Benteke's been out injured for quite a while. He's back now, but he's only scored 4 goals in 10 or in 11 total appearances, so you know, could do better. Connor Wickham, again, you know, just a backup at the moment. Loic Remy, he's my top scorer, you know, 9 goals in 18 appearances, but he's on loan, so again I need to look to bring a striker in. Fraser Campbell, again, just a backup, you know, haven't even used him, he'll be going. So that's roughly it as far as the main players in the squad go. Okay, moving on to possible transfer targets. I have quite a considerable shortlist, but I'm going to highlight the ones that I'm going to be really interested in. First one is this guy here, Lucas Hernandez at Atletico. He's got good potential. He's young. You know, whether I can get him, it's going to be a totally different matter. I mean, these defenders, these centre backs, they're all pretty good. They're all high values, most of them. But Hernandez is going to be the one I'm going to try and get. Moving on, left back, this Desciglio, I think is how you pronounce his name, at Milan. He's actually out of contract. He's a free agent, so I'm going to try and approach him. I'm waiting on scout reports on a few players as well. Asamoah, now he's overall 80. I don't think he's supposed to improve or go up in his overall. He's 28 years old, but he's also a free agent. So I'm gonna try and get him, because you know, he would be he would take over from Andros Townsend, and Townsend would become a backup for him. So I'm going to try that out. This guy here, I want the scout report back, but I think I'm just going to go ahead. He's got really good potential. He's a youngster. He's also out of contract, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and try and get him anyway. And then I've got 3 cams that I've looked at. I'm going to get the scouting report back for all of these, and then I'm going to try and make my mind up and go for one of them. Not sure which one yet, but we'll see what the scout reports say. And I found a striker who's also out of contract, and I'm just waiting on the scout report coming back for him as well. This Steve Mounier from Montpellier, France. Yeah, he's oh no, okay, that's weird. He's out of contract, but it's not giving me the option to approach him. But anyway, we'll see what comes back, see what the valuation is, and we'll take it from there. So that's my intentions with for the second half of the season in this current transfer window. So I'm gonna end this episode here. This is VillaBraves. If you've enjoyed the video, please drop me a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do so. And I'll be back with the next few games very soon, actually.